I'll give some scriptures on why we call the white man the devil. But like I said, I'm just give it a little bit more time, and we try to see if we get some of these brothers that was late or had the second technical difficulty. We can get them on the line. Y'all about Shimmy outside bracket that was just chimed in. No sweat. The water for calling and Salakia for the technical difficulties we had earlier. I was able to fix it out. So we gonna get this show back on the road. Probably get about like another minute or two. See if we get anybody else to call in, and then we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm sending out a couple more texts to make sure everybody got. Cause I don't know if y'all be getting that group text, but I'll be sending out the text, making sure y'all get them. Y'all about Shimmy outside bracket out just chimed in. Alright, no sweat. Water from Salakia for all the technical difficulties. Like I said, I'm about to give it probably another 1 minute. I'm gonna try to share this video on YouTube. I just went up live on Facebook. Try to share the video, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this started. I know we started a little bit late. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Today we're gonna bring out the topic of, like if you in the, you take classes in the I.S.U.P.K, so it ain't no surprise that we call the white man the devil that the Bible speak of. You understand? We don't do it because of his skin color. You understand? Like we don't care about skin color. Skin color is not something that we take in consideration when we say this. We say this because it's biblical and all the harm that the white man's been doing to our people. You understand? All the harm that he's been doing from the past up until now that he still do this day. That's why we call the white man the devil. You understand? So we're gonna go ahead and bring out some scriptures that is actually gonna back this up and prove this. We're gonna break down Revelation chapter 12 because a lot of people look at the Bible and they'll think of it as like some type of fairy tale or some myth or just stories that's not real. Y'all about y'all shot bracket that was just chimed in? All right, Brother Thomas, no sweat. Place your phone on mute. We're gonna talk about this topic today. We got any questions or comments? Just take it off mute. Say Salakia, and we go ahead and get you in here. But like I said, a lot of people, they look at like the garden and the snake as like a talking snake. You understand? They look at Revelations as some type of fairy tale. They thinking that angels came down from heaven. You understand? And had sex with a woman and made Nephilim giants that's like 400 feet. You understand? This is all the myths that people believe when they look at the Bible, but they don't understand the truth. So we're gonna break down one of the heavy chapters in the Bible, which is Revelation, chapter 12. Before that, we're gonna go into some more scriptures proving that the white man is the devil. No sweat, Tavares. I figured that was you because I seen you join the online class. So we're gonna start off at Job chapter 9, verse 24. Give me Job chapter 9, verse 24. So have your pen, your paper, your pen, and your pads out. You understand? Be ready to take notes. Because this topic right here is going to be a topic that you understand. You get like me, you're going to want to have these scriptures. You understand? You're going to want to have these precepts in your book. So anytime when you come off, so you'll be able to pull them out. You got that for me, Job chapter 9, verse 24. Oh no, I'm gonna have Hadar read for me today. Cause I got the Chuba Hadar online, yeah. So he the highest rank right now in the class. I'm gonna have him read from. You got that, Hadar? Right, the earth is giving it to the hand. Hold on, stop right there. Salaki, I know it'll be a little delay on the phone. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Anybody want to answer who the one that has the earth in their hands right now? Who's the one that's over the earth right now, ruling the earth? It's a simple question. Yeah, go ahead. This should be real simple. The white man who the damn devil that is on the street. That's right. You understand? The white man is the one that have the earth right now, and it say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, calling the white man a wicked man, man. Like you look at this verse right here, and it tells you everything that you need. Y'all about Shimmy how shot bracket though just chimed in. All right, no sweat. Good to see you, man. Just place the phone on mute, and if you got any questions or comments, just chime in, and we'll go ahead and say Salaki, and we'll get you in here. But like you said, the white man is the one that's over the earth right now. You understand? He got his military on just about every continent, but no military is established here in America. You understand? He want to put his nose in everybody political businesses, but nobody can put their nose in his business. You understand? That's the type of dominantship the white man claims over the earth. You understand? He's the one with the power, and the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Keep going. Right, he covers the faces of the judges thereof, meaning he's the one that's painting the Christ a white man. You understand? He's the one that's telling you King James is a white man. Killed off the king. We was the ones that was ruling Europe before the white man came. He kills off us and then put everybody that's in there white down. So now you can think that the kings was white of that time. You understand? That's the white man. He paints the faces of the judges thereof just like Christ. You understand? The greatest judge that there ever was, he painted him white. That's the white man. You understand? That's wicked. Now we think that when we look at the Bible, you got people thinking that it's a white man's book, that this book ain't meant for us, and all the angels. Like he painted the angels to be like baby angels. You understand? You ever see those pictures or those photos? You know, they got naked angels that's white, and they got little babies around them. Like you understand how homosexual that is? But that's what the white man do. He painted the face of the judges thereof. You understand? He made you think that the God is white. He's exalting himself as God, which we're gonna get into later scriptures. That's why I say that the world was given into the hands of the wicked. You understand? Like that's the white man for you, a wicked man. That's why we call him the devil, because when you look at the word devil, it just means to deceive. You understand? It ain't no red man in the earth, in earth's core, with a pitchfork waiting to poke you or whatever. That all it is saying is that he's a deceiver, man. And it says right here, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. That's why the white man is on top until we claim our world back, till we claim our earth back. You understand? I just want to start it out there with show you that the white man is wicked. You understand? And that's why we call him the devil. We're gonna get into even more scriptures to prove it, but I just like to start off with that one. You understand? We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. Now, this one, I'm going to ask some questions on it. Because, like I said, these are one of the verses where people will look at it and they don't understand the context, or, they look at the Bible as some type of fairy tale. So then, you end up going off and thinking that it's talking about something that it's not talking about. Well, really, this verse is talking about the white man. You understand? You got that for me? Isaiah chapter 14. We're going to start at verse 12, actually. Start at verse 12. The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Stop right there. Of the morning. Yeah. How art thou fallen, O Lucifer? Now, a regular person just picking up the Bible, they're going to look at this, how art thou fallen, O Lucifer, and they're going to think this is Satan. This is talking about the angel Satan, who was in heaven and decided that he was playing music and playing all the trumpets, the greatest musician, and he ended up wanting to get God's power. So he, got a whole bunch of angels to follow him. 1/3 is what they say, and he went down and got cast down. And you understand now he's in a battle with God. You understand? Where if this was talking about Lucifer, if this was talking about Lucifer, who you think is Satan, right? If this was talking about Satan and he got cast out of heaven, how then in the book of in the book of Job that we just got from, he was able to go to the Most High and have a conversation with the Most High, and where the Most High told him to try Job. If he got cast out, how did he get back? You understand? This verse right here was never talking about Satan, man. You understand? Satan is this might be a news flash to y'all. Satan is perfect. All the angels is perfect. They're not in no war against the Most High. They're serving their purpose. You understand? That's I forgot the precept, but there's a precept that say, you understand, they're spirits that was made for evil. You understand? They're made to do the works of the Most High, to carry out those works of the Most High. That's Satan. Satan serves his purpose, and he does it righteously. You can look at the book of Job to show you that. You understand? Satan came to the Most High. The Most High said, test Job. He said, you know what he said? Con out of one con. That's what Satan said to God. So that's how you know this verse right here, when it says Lucifer, how they're falling from heaven, is not talking about Satan. Because heaven is just a condition. It's just talking about the white man, which we're gonna go into it more as we read along down, but we're gonna show you that this verse is actually talking to the white man. That white man is actually Lucifer. Just like the TV show that they have on what? NBC or ABC, whatever that TV show is on, whatever channel is on. You understand? The show is called Lucifer, and it's a white man. The white man knows he's Lucifer. You understand? Keep going though. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going.
How art thou how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations?
Right. How are you cut down from the ground? You in heaven, right? You in the richest places of the earth. You live in lavishly. You understand? You got all the power. But how did you get brought down, you know, understand, from your greatness into a condition of hell when Christ would come? When you did weaken all the nations, man. You did go to all the nations, talk smooth like butter, and destroy them and conquer them. Then later on, bomb them. You understand? That's the white man weakening the nations. This is not talking about Satan weakening the nations. Who is literally weakening the nations on earth right now? That's the white man. The white man is the one that's weakening all these nations. The white man that's conquered all the ground that he's conquered. You understand? They say that America's the best country. It would. America's been one of the best countries for a long time. Everybody knows that America was one of the most powerful countries, if not still the most powerful country. You understand? How did they get to this standpoint? By going into other nations and exalting them of their resources. You understand? By going to other nations, establishing a military presence over there, and controlling what happens in that country. You understand? That's the white man. You understand? He's weakening all the nations. It's not Satan weakening the nation. It's the white man that's weakening all these nations. You understand? Keep going.
Our God, but thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Right, stop right there. He said it to his heart that he's going to ascend into heaven. Now, like I said, you're going to think that this is Satan talking about he want to be in heaven. But no, what this is talking about is the white man and his NASA programs. Keep reading.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Right. This is the white man that wants to exalt his throne. He's the one that's going to Mars trying to find life on. Like last time I checked, nobody has a space program like America had a space program. You understand? They glorify being the first people that landed on the moon, right? They said the eagle has landed. Stuck they stinking American flag in the moon and glorify them being the first ones to ever do that. This is what this is talking about. It's not talking about no fairy tale. This is talking about his NASA programs, his space shows that he sends to the heavens. You understand? Into space. All the satellites that he have over all the earth to monitor what's going on through his satellites. You understand? That's him saying he will ascend to the heavens and exalt his throne over the Most High. You understand? That's why his main symbol right now is an eagle, because he likes to be above everybody. You understand? That's the white man. It's not talking about Satan. It's not talking about the angel. You understand? Keep going.
I will, like it. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north.
Now, anybody knows what it means when he said he will sit on the mount of the congregation? Anybody want to take a chance, a shot at what that means? If 9 times out of 10, your first thought is correct. You understand? Anybody want to take a shot at that? Somebody take a shot. Go ahead.
Is that the Israelite?
That's the Israelites. You understand? That is absolutely correct. Because if you're looking at this as a mountain, then why did it say a congregation? You understand, though, the definition of congregation would be a gathering of people, right? So if a congregation is a gathering of people, then what will be the mount? It will be on the top of us, man. He said he will sit on the Israelites, man. This is not Satan saying, oh, I'm going to sit on the world. And this is literally the white man saying he's going to be like the Most High, and he's going to be a greater than his stars. Who's the stars of the Most High? You understand? The stars of the Most High is the Israelites. It'll be just like you in the world today. Who will be the stars of America? You understand? Who will be your star? Like somebody asks you, who's your favorite stars? What you're going to be thinking is Rihanna, Jay-Z. You're going to be thinking of actual people, right? You're not going to be thinking, oh, the Orion's belt and, you know what I mean, all that. Not, no. That's not what you're going to be thinking of. You're going to be thinking of actual people. That's what it's talking about when it's talking about stars. It's talking about the stars of God. And the stars of God will be the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. That's what be the stars of God. You understand? This is the white man telling the Most High he's going to sit on top of us. He's going to be on the mount of the congregation. You understand? He's trying to be above us, sitting on us. That's why he oppresses us. That's why we go through the life that we go through, living paycheck to paycheck. I don't know about y'all, but I recently just did my taxes, and boy, man, Donald Trump is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All them tax cuts and all that nonsense, boy, I done seen a definite, significant decrease in my taxes because of Donald Trump being the devil that the Bible speaks of. Like you already taking so much taxes out of the year, so I expect to get some of it back. You say no, you know what? Nope. I'm gonna take even more. But then you got what? Amazon that made 11 billion, 11 million, 11 billion, and then get taxed not $1. That the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? Keep going.
I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right. That's what the white man says in his heart. He's going to sin above the clouds. He will be like the Most High. That's why he painted the faces of the judges thereof. He's painting the picture that he's God. That's why you got the people that's not in the truth in the world worshiping the white man. In the world fighting for the white man, but the white man don't give a damn about them. You understand? Trying to figure out, that's why your Christian churches teach you to love white people. They don't even teach you to love each other. They teach you to hate each other because as soon as you get out of the church, you hating your people. You hating the people that you see, which is your people. But then when you get to a white person, yes, master. You understand? That's what the white man teaches us. He teaches us to love him and uses the Christian pastors to feed, to do his bidding. You understand? That's him saying he will be like the Most High. He will paint himself to be the Most High. He is God. That's what you thinking in your mind when you in the world. You understand? You might not even think it like you might think that you pro-black. Like some people in the world that think they pro-black and you know what I mean, black power. They'll hold their fists up a little bit, but I'll give an example. We did a radio show on Thursday, and we was talking to, and this is show you how wicked pastors is too. It's like it's just I'm gonna veer off a little bit, but this show you how wicked pastors is too. So we went to a TV show on what is it, WAOK 1380. It's like a TV show that's partnered with V103 or whatever. You understand? We seen like Frank Ski on the way out. So like it's a it's a nice a popular black supposed to be a black TV show, black not TV show but a black radio show for black people. You understand? And the dude say he teaches the Bible, but when we talking to the dude, like he say he teaches the Bible, he go to church and he teaches that Christ is a black man, this, that, and the third. But then when it came down to it, like he said he really didn't believe in the Bible. Like he said that he don't follow the Bible. I'm like, how can you teach something that you don't follow or that you don't believe in? You understand? That's your Christian pastors there. They'll teach you something, but they don't even believe in it themselves. They're like, I'm not going to follow the Bible. You understand? And then what made it even worse is we talking about sin, and we like homosexual is a sin. He said, no, I don't know about that. And then we start talking about pedophilia. He's like, well, that's a sin. How can you How can you say pedophilia is, which it is, but homosexual is not? Like, what do you define as a sin? Something that you just don't like? Something that you don't agree with? Like, you understand? That's how wicked the Christian pastors is. You understand? But going back to the white man being the devil, he said that he will be like the Most High, and he will use your pastors to teach you to love him. You understand? Like, the dude all on the radio show talking about black power this, black power that. But as soon as he walk outside and see white people, he like, yes, master. Yeah, I love. You understand? Like when he off the line, when he off the line, he want to be pro black. But as soon as he get off the line, on the line, he's like, you gotta love white people. Well, you can't hate white people. Not all white people the same. You understand that's the white man. He teaches you to love him. Teaches you to think that he is God. Keep going to verse 15.
Yes, thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Right. Right, and that's the Most High saying, yet, now, we understand that the white man sitting in the richest parts, he thinking that he's going to be God. He think he's going to rule forever. But he will be brought down. He will be brought down to hell. Now, this, like I said, it's not talking about, like, I'm not sure if y'all don't know, but hell and heaven is not a place. You understand? Like, you're not going into heaven to be an angel and turn into an angel or whatever that nonsense is. And you're not going to hell to, you know what I mean, be poked with a pitchfork in fire all eternity like that. No, that's not what's going to happen. You understand? And I ain't going to lie to you. I would like for it to be a hell for white people to go to, but it's just not realistic. You understand? But it's saying he will be brought down to the same condition that we brought down. Once we raise up and we get our kingdom, the white man is going to be like us in this kingdom, man. He's going to be in hell. You understand? He's going to be taxed out the ass. You understand? Salakia. He's going to be taxed out the ass. You understand? He's going to make 100,000 and we're going to tax him 40,000 of it. Thank you. You understand? That's the white man. The white man will be brought down from the position that he's in because he don't understand how to even rule a world. He don't understand how to be fair. You understand? He has no conscience. This is talking about the white man. And what did they call him in verse 12? Oh, Lucifer. You understand? The devil. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Keep going. And this, oh, wait, Salakia, hold on. And this next verse is so powerful, you're going to understand that this is not talking about an angel. You understand? This is, like, when it says, oh, Lucifer, understand it started at verse 12 saying, oh, Lucifer. You understand? Now we're about to read this next verse where you know it's not talking about an angel. Keep read that last verse for me, verse 16.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Stop right there. It said, is this the angel?
Is this the man?
Is this the spirit?
Is this the man?
Is this some type of deity, entity, power?
Is this the man?
Is this the man? You understand? Oh, Lucifer, is this the man? You understand? This the man. It says a man right here. Keep going.
Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
And that's what we're going to do. Oh, no, stop right there, Salakia. And that's what we're going to do. You got to understand, like, once he get cast down, we're going to narrowly look upon him and say, is this the man that did shake kingdoms and made the earth tremble? Like, you got to think about it as if you had kids. Like, we in the kingdom, right? And the white man been done. You know what I mean? He in hell. He in the low state. He is a piece of garbage, what he is. And it's shown. Like, everybody knows this. You gotta think of it like how he did us, how they did us coming out of slavery. You're gonna be with your children, right? You're gonna walk to a museum, and you're gonna show your children. You're gonna look narrowly upon the white man and be like, "This was the man that was over us." And your children gonna look at you like, "Why are you lying? Daddy, don't lie to me." You understand? Mama, why you, ain't no way this nasty, filthy thing was over you. You understand? That's how we're going to look at the white man. We're going to narrowly look upon him and say, is this the man that did shake kingdoms? This is not talking about angels, man. This is talking about the white man who is Lucifer, who we know as the devil. Is this the man that did shake the whole earth, man? Because that's what he's doing, right? He's terrorizing everybody. Raping, pillaging, murdering, doing whatever he likes to do, and no justice is being brought to him. He's just able to do this with no justice being returned upon the people that he harms. You understand? He bombs whatever he wants to bomb, kill whoever he wants to kill, do whatever he wants. Take whatever land he wants, the resources of, he's just gonna go there, establish a military dominance, give you a bull crap reason of why he over there, and then do what he do, living by the sword. But we gonna look at him and say, is this the man, not an angel, man? You understand? Read verse 17.
That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the city thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
Right, that made the world a wilderness, man. How do you make a world a wilderness? Ask the people that live in Nagasaki and Hiroshima how you make the world a wilderness. As a matter of fact, even more direct, go to the ghettos in wherever city you at and look at the people there and see if that's not wilderness, man. But who made that wilderness? The white man. The devil made that wilderness. You understand? He made the whole world a wilderness. How do you do that, man? How are you so destructive that you make the whole world a wilderness? Everything is looking like a wilderness. Like, that's just insane, man. You understand? Made the whole world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. You understand? This is not Satan, an angel going around destroying cities. No, this is physically talking about the white man and all the destruction he caused on earth, man. All the terrorism he caused. He's talking about all these other nations as terrorists and this. No, the white man is a terrorist, man. And you can only think that if you go into somebody else's country, you infiltrate their country, and you overseas in their country, and they don't want you there, won't they shoot back? Won't they shoot you? They're not a terrorist because they're trying to get you. Like, imagine people coming over to America, and they literally, like, you know what I mean, trying to establish dominance, walking down your street with a military, tanks, and wouldn't you fight back? Exactly. You understand? But the white man is such a terrorist. He terrorizes, he destroys cities, man. You understand? And that not open the house of the prisoners, man. The prisoners is us. He don't give us no leeway, no type of nothing. No, we don't even get justice for when we get done wrong. Like, okay, the minute that we do something, you understand, he gonna throw the whole book at you. But when we get done wrong, somebody do something to us, he said, you know what, it don't matter. You free. You understand? That's the white man for you. You understand? He'll go to war. He'll say that I forgot, the Taliban or whatever the hell that Arab Saddam Hussein or Osama bin Laden was a part of. You understand? He'll say that they bombed the Twin Cities and he'll go over there and rage a whole war. You understand? When white people get done wrong, he will find out who did it. He will wage war on it, and he will get vengeance. But when we get done wrong, who gives a damn? You understand? They got the children in ISIS that don't even that not even being returned back to their rightful parents. You understand? They getting abused in the ICE camps. Who gives a damn? That's what the white man thinks. You understand? That's a devil, man. That's a deceiver, man. That's the wicked on the earth that the earth was given into the hands of. And just so y'all know, we're going to go back to verse 12 because we showed y'all that this is the man. Who do we call this man? Who did the Bible just call this man? Read verse 12, the beginning of it.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Oh, Lucifer, man. That's the white man, man. The white man is Lucifer, just like the TV show he created. Just like the TV show he created. He is Lucifer. You understand? When we call the white man a devil, everybody look at us like, he ain't the devil, da 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 da. And you know what I mean? You understand that the reason why you say that is because number one, you love the white man. And number two, you don't know scripture. You understand? This is scripture right here showing you that Lucifer is a man. And it is the white man, because the white man is the only one that's terrorizing the earth like he does. There's no other race of earth. Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe they got a satellite called telescope satellite, some kind of thing that a big ass homestead called Lucifer also, if I'm not mistaken.
You understand? He like you said, I'm not 100% sure on it, but I'm gonna take your word for it. He got a telescope. He naming things called Lucifer because he knows that he's Lucifer. You understand? He knows the white man knows he's the devil. Like it ain't no news like even before you came into the truth. Have you ever seen like an Ace Ventura movie or you know what I mean, like the detective, any type of movie or something like that where they call him the what they say, the Gringo El Diablo or something like that? You know what I mean? He been called the White Devil, man. This ain't nothing new that he's been like other people called him the White Devil. He's been called the White. He knows the name of the White Devil. Even if you joking, like say if you was joking, you didn't really mean it. There was still some truth behind that spirit of calling the white man the devil. You understand? Like, I used to watch Ace Ventura, the Pet Detective, whatever. They called Jim Carrey the white devil. You understand? That's because he knows this. And he makes a joke out of it. While we sitting here thinking, oh, well, it's just a joke. Nah, man, that's the truth. You understand? How you come out with a show called Lucifer, and of course the main cast dude that's Lucifer is white. You understand? Like, that's the devil. You understand? Like, you gotta understand, we had a kingdom. We're not gonna make no damn TV show called Lucifer. Like, why? What's the purpose of that? But the white man will, because he'll put it in your face of who he is, and you will sit here and laugh and look at the show and be like, yeah, I like that show. That's a good show. You understand? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And it's saying right here, write this down in your precept books. Oh, Lucifer, how thou fallen from heaven. He did weak the nations. He did make the earth tremble, man. With that, we're going to go into the next verse, which is 2 Thessalonians. We're going to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3. We're going to start at verse 3. And just like it say, is this the man? Is this the angel? Is this the deity? Is this the man? Lucifer is a man, and it is the white man. Today we're going to bring out why we so much say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? At this point, y'all in the classes, so I'm pretty sure y'all feel the same way too. You understand? And you like saying it too. When you say it out your mouth, it just make you feel so bad. I mean, damn, man, when y'all become an officer, y'all get out there on that street, y'all say the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Boy, you're going to feel such a pressure just release off your chest. It's going to feel so great, man. It's going to feel wonderful. Trust me. You understand? But we're going to bring the scripture. We're going to use the scripture for all those that say we a hate group and we this and we that. And, you know what I mean? Just want to talk about us on outwardly appearances, but don't understand how brotherly we are. Don't understand how much we love our people. You understand? We're going to bring out the scripture to show that the white man is the devil for you. You got that for me? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Hold on, give me one second. I'm going to try to pull it too. Try to pull this too real quick. Oh, yeah, I got it. Go ahead.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Right. Let no man deceive you. Hold on, start with this. Salakia, that's my fault. I was a little late on that. Let no man deceive you by any means. You understand? What do we call the devil? What does the word devil mean? It means the deceiver. You understand? It don't mean some type of angel. No, the devil just means deceiver, man. And it says, let no man deceive you, man. The white man is the devil. Keep going.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Is that it on that verse?
And that man of sin be revealed.
I'll stop right there.
The son of perdition.
Right. And so it say, unless and that day shall not come unless it be a falling away. Anybody know what the falling away means? Anybody want to take a shot? It says the day shall not come, meaning Christ is not going to return unless the day of the falling away happens first. What is the falling away? The who's that?
Jamal.
All right, go ahead.
I think it means when people actually understand the white man is the devil, like give up Christianity and understand the Caesar bourgeois and kind of just fall away from that whole thought process of thinking the devil is under the ground.
Nah, that's not what it is. That's not what it's talking about. Anybody else want to try to take a shot? No shot. That was a great. Like, I understand how you would think that, and I mean, I don't want to give it away because, like, you understand that like I said, that was a smart way to look at it. Go ahead.
Is it a day of destruction?
The falling away. No, it's on the lines of what Jamal said, but just not the same context. Like, it's not the same. That's not exactly what it was talking about. I don't want to give it away. You understand? Try to get somebody else a shot. Think about it. It's like Christ will not return unless the falling away happens first. What are you falling away from? You understand? Like, we had Jamal. Go ahead.
When the white man be brought up.
All right, nah. It's what it said. I'm gonna give somebody one more chance. It's saying the falling away happened first, but then right after it says, "And the man of sin be revealed." So like I said, the Jamal he kind of had a good context, but that's not exactly what this one was talking about. I'm gonna just say no sweat. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Not following the commandments.
Exactly. Exactly. Give that sister a hand. Oh, yes, exactly. That's exactly what that's talking about. You understand? It's talking about falling out of the truth, man. Because you believe the white man. You believe the white man is God. You understand? When you falling out, when the falling away happens, it meaning that Christ ain't gonna come unless people do believe in this stuff. You understand? Start believing the white man is God. They start believing in Thanksgiving, Christmas. You understand? They started celebrating all the stuff that the white man is celebrating. And that's why he must be revealed. That's why I say right after the man of sin be revealed. Meaning he has to be revealed for what he does. You understand? That's why we call the white man the devil, because we're revealing to you who is the man of sin. We're revealing to you who is the wicked on the earth, that the earth was given into the hands of. That's why we call the white man the devil so much. You understand? Like, why we got people always coming to us, why you talk about the white man so much? Why you always this with the white man and da 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 da, and you got that hatred, you hate yourself, and you're leaving yourself like, you understand? You talking a bunch of nonsense, man. We say that the white man's the devil to show our people who want to know the truth who is their enemy and who the one that they should be loving. You understand? Like, we show so much. We show the most Black, Hispanic, and Native American our own nation love than anybody else on this earth, man. You know, under Commander Junior Yahanna, I don't know if y'all watch Commander Junior Yahanna. If you don't, I suggest you try to take the time out to watch The Grill and watch Commander Junior Yahanna, man. His spirit just on another level, man. I'm thankful for Commander Junior Yahanna. That's all I can say. Commander Junior Yahanna helped me out so much. You understand? Without this, I don't know where I would be. You understand? And just the brotherhood that he shows is so great. It's unmatched on this earth, man. It's unmatched. But people want to talk about us being the hate group. Do you not understand that we love our people more than anything on this earth? Go ahead. Somebody said Salakia? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was listening to The Grill at work today, and I'll be arguing with brothers at work who think they African and shit. The commander Yahanna said something to the lines of Africans and boo or some shit, and I was like, yeah, all y'all niggas want to be African, but don't nobody want to eat noodles though.
Right, like everybody want to be African, but you don't want to put the feces on your face. You don't want to stretch your neck out with all the rings. Put the damn plate in your lip. You understand how your lip drooping, like, you know what I mean? If you African, do the African customs. You understand? Nah, I don't want to do that. You understand? You don't want to put the big old gauges in your ears. You understand? walk around naked doing your African dances. You don't want to do none of that. You want to do the black dances. You know what I mean? All the you want to do the shoot dance and all that, but you don't want to do your African you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That shows you that that's a bunch of nonsense. You understand? And just like he said, you know what I mean? Like watching the Commander General Yahanna, he'll say that. He'll let us know that we shouldn't be with Africans, man. You understand? Like I'm not really trying to talk about it at all, but you see what the Purple Group did to that girl Joy, the woman Joy Morgan, man. You understand? After she was married to an African, and that's what the African did to her, man. We're not supposed to be with Africans. Days by the white man society, you understand, status. That's what they're gonna want, man. And let them do that because the day of the Lord should not come unless they do that. Thank you. You understand? But we will reveal the man of sin. We will reveal the son of perdition, man. The son of destruction, which is the white man. Keep going. Read the next verse.
Verse 4. Who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God,
Keep going.
or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
That's the white man, man. That's not Satan. You understand? When you try to think of if you think in your mind, okay, well, what does God look like? You don't think God looked like some red man with a rat tail or pig tail. You understand? With a pitchfork. That's not what you visual God as. When you not in the truth, the first thing you visual that God is a white man. It's not Satan showing himself. When you look at Satan, you know Satan is Satan. You know he's not God. But when you look at God, when you in the world and you think, well, what does God look like? The first thing coming to your mind is with those pictures that they have in your Christian church. Those white baby Jesuses, those white baby angels, all that white, that's what you think God is. You think God is white. Even when people want to try to get smart and they try to say, oh, well, God is a power. He's a life force. You understand what color they're thinking that life force is? They're thinking it's a white life force. Because they think that light force is a white color. That's what they're looking at, man. That's him exalting himself as if he's God, showing himself as he is God, like we read in Job 9:24. He paints the face of the judges thereof. He shows people that he is God. The white man is the devil, man. You understand? You don't think of Satan being this way. You think of the white man, though. Read that verse one more time. Read the whole thing.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Keep going.
Who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Right, showing himself that he is God. This is the white man. This is not Satan. This is not an angel showing himself as if he was God. This is the white man. You understand? We jump down to verse 8 for me.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Right. Who he shall consume. That's showing you that the white man will be consumed by the Lord. He's going to show you who he will consume. Understand out of the wickedness of his mouth, man. We just seen in Job 9:24 that the world was given into the hands of the wicked, which is the white man. So now we know that the white man is the wicked that is talking about right here. That's who the Lord is going to consume, man. Read verse 9.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
And this is not talking about the angel. That's why we call the white man a devil, because his power is after the workings of Satan, man. Meaning his powers is evil. The white man is evil. The way he moves, the way he operates is an evil way, man. You understand? He's doing something that he has no business doing. You wasn't given the order to try to be like Satan. You understand? You wasn't given the order to be destruction on the earth. There's angels for that follows the Most High that's supposed to be the destruction, not you, white man. You understand? You weren't supposed to be raping us in slavery. You understand? Beating us, killing us, hanging us in slavery. That's not what you're supposed to do. Making us believe that we African, taking our culture away from us, our heritage, our nation away from us. You understand? That's not what the white man was supposed to do, man. But he did it. Because his work is after the workers of Satan. Go ahead.
In verse 8, when it says consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, is that taken literal, or like is that? Could you just break down on what that is?
When the Most High, when you look at the Bible, right, and you see Christ coming back, what does it say? He say he's gonna be draped in blood. You understand? It's saying that when he says consume with the spirit of his mouth is fire, man. Like you know, have you ever heard the saying of the Christ destroyed the world with water before? He said he wasn't gonna do that again. That's in the Bible. I forgot what verse it is, but this time it shall be with fire. That's the spirit of his mouth, man. Fire. Instead, the world is going to be destroyed in a nuclear warfare, man. Fire. You understand? That's what it's talking about. He shall be consumed with the spirit of his mouth, meaning fire. You understand? That's how the white man is going to be destroyed, by fire. That's what it's talking about. In the brightness of his coming. You understand? It would say, the day of the Lord shall be dark. I'm paraphrasing again. It shall be dark, and everything's going to be dark, and he's going to be the only light coming. You understand? That's what that's talking about. Well, we're gonna go to the next verse, which is for time's sake we're gonna skip that one. If y'all want that one, I can send you the text. It's Ecclesiastes, but I'm gonna skip that one, and I'm gonna go to Revelations breakdown. I'm gonna break down Revelations 12. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but we're gonna go to Revelations 12. We're gonna break down Revelations chapter 12. This is the verse where people think the angels was fighting with God and all that bunch of jibber jabber, reading the book of Enoch, which is not the true book of Enoch. You understand? All these other groups got you reading the book of Enoch, and it's not even a real book of Enoch. You understand? But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break down the 12 chapters. So we can go to Revelations 12 chapter. Kevin Rowland, I see you. Y'all watching y'all shall Brakatah. And Sonja Coleman. I don't know if you're still in here, but yes, I am drinking, and it is lawful. I am allowed to drink. You understand? If you want a scripture, well, I don't got your number, so I really can't get to you, but yeah, I am. Go to Revelation chapter 12, please. Bible Shah.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Right. It says there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun. Now, who is this woman? Anybody want to take a guess of who this woman is?
Like it, sir.
Go ahead.
This woman is metaphorically the Israelite, the bride to Christ.
Exactly.
The bride to God.
Exactly. That's who this woman is. This woman is talking about Israel. Yes, that's not talking about an actual woman. It's not talking about an actual woman. It's talking about Israel, just like he said. Just like Hadar said. That's exactly what that's talking about. That's exactly correct. You understand? And it says that the woman was clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet. Anybody know what the sun and the moon would be? Now, it's not talking about actually having the sun over you because you'll burn up if you had the sun like on your skin covered up. And it's not talking about the moon either. So anybody want to take a guess at what sun and moon mean? And not you, Hadar, because I know you know what this means. Salakia. Nobody want to take a chance? Nobody want to take a shot? No sweat, solid. It's pretty hard, so I can't blame you. It is kind of hard. But when we talk about the sun and the moon, it's talking about knowledge and wisdom. The sun will be wisdom. It's talking about the Israelites being clothed with the sun, meaning they're clothed with wisdom. You understand? If you look at any type of part of the Bible when it says clothed with the sun and the moon, it's talking about wisdom and understanding. It's talking about knowledge, knowing who you are, knowing that the white man is the devil. You understand? Knowing that you are the Israelites and you're supposed to follow the laws and commandments. Knowing Christ, knowing the Most High, loving the Most High, loving your brethren. You understand? That's what it's talking about. They was clothed with the sun, which is the wisdom, and they were the moon under their feet, meaning they had understanding. That's what it's talking about. And upon her head a crown of 12 stars. The 12 stars will be the 12 tribes of Israelites, showing you that this woman is talking about the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. You understand? And that's what this is talking about. So there's a woman that has knowledge and understanding, which is the Israelites, meaning that our people, we have understanding and knowledge of who we are. Read the next verse.
And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered.
Right. And so we know that she is Israel, being with child and cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. Anybody want to take a shot of what that means? No sweat. I understand that Revelation 12 is something. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Can it be wait to be born again?
No, it's not. It's hard. So, like I said, no answer is a bad answer, man. It's good to be interactive, even if you don't, it's good to be interactive because you'll understand and you'll get a better, you know what I mean, knowledge. It'll help you be more diligent. It'll help you, you know what I mean, being interactive rather than just, being on your own. So it's good to be interactive, but nah, that's not what it is. Nobody else? Okay, what it's saying is, what do we go through nowadays, right now? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what type of lifestyle do we go through on average today? It's like, it's hell. You understand? It's painful. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about Israel going through the pains, just like how we going through the pains today. You understand? It's like a woman having birth. That's how hurtful it is. That's how much damaging it is to us. You understand? That's how painful it is to us. It's like a woman in birth. You understand? That's what it's talking about. Because when we go through the things that we go through, it's Salakia. The shit is hell, man. Salakia for my language. Salakia. But it just makes me so angry just knowing the troubles that my people go through, that I go through, that we go through. Instead, even in the truth, you still go through the problem because we are oppressed, man. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about the pain that we have to go through. It's not talking about literally giving birth. It's just talking about that pain that we got to go through, the struggle that we got to go through, just to make ends meet. You understand? You got people thinking that abortion is right because they can't provide for the children. Now that's wicked as hell. Don't get me wrong. You should never kill your children. If you can't have children, you think that you couldn't do it, then you shouldn't have children. But you know what I mean? People is killing their children on the premises of I can't take care of it because it's just too much for me. You understand? That's hell, man. That's like you put a damn abortion clinic and down in every corner of the hood just so they'll have a place to go to, and you make it cheap as hell just so they can do it. You understand? That's hell, man. And I'm not like I said, that's wrong to do. You should never do that. You should never kill your children, man. That's wicked as hell. But you understand? That's the pain that we go through. That's the struggles that we go through as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? Read verse 3.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
Right. Anybody want to know who this great? Well, like I said, this is gonna be hard, but we gonna. You should definitely write this down in your precept book because this chapter right here is definitely something difficult to explain. Anybody know who that dragon is? Start off with the dragon. I had two people say Salakia. Who's the first one? All right, yeah. Go ahead. Who is the dragon?
Would it be the other nation?
Can you be more specific? You're right, but be more specific.
The Edom nation?
Hold on. Like I say, you're right, but what is today? I'm gonna give it away, but who are we talking about today specifically? Like, be more specific. The white man is the dragon, man. You understand? That's who the dragon is. Like, I understand, yeah, the heathen now, but the dragon is the white man because even out of like we hate all heathen nations. You understand? Death to all heathen, Salakia. I don't want to sound harmful, but like when I came to the truth, I'm just being personal. Everybody don't gotta feel the same way. You understand? But when I came into the truth, I hate the white man. Like if you ever get a chance to see me at camp, I try to result my camp speaking on the white man, like on white people. Like that's how much I hate white people. You understand? But you ain't gotta feel the same way. You know what I mean? To each his own. But the dragon is talking about the white man because he destroys all nations. He's the most destructive heathen ever. He's the most destructive person ever. And just to paint the picture so you don't just try to take my word for it, be like, oh, well, he said the white man's a dragon. What does a dragon do? A dragon breathes fire, right? He brings destruction, fire, and chaos. Well, the dragon is a symbolization for America government. Like you said, Tavares, that's correct. It's a symbolization for the white man and his government because what does the white man do? When he go to war, what is the first thing the white man do? Anybody? Go ahead.
And when the white man goes to war, he sends out planes and he bombs other nations.
And he bombs other nations. That is exactly correct, man. That's what the white man do. The white man is a dragon because he's the one that bombs other nations. He's the one that drops fire and rain and terrorism on other nations. You understand? He don't even care. Like the white, if y'all haven't noticed, I like collecting guns. You know what I'm saying? But the white man, he literally don't care about infantry. They out here rocking M4s and they getting rocked to sleep by Russians and other nations that has the AK. AK is a more powerful gun. It's a better gun. It's more reliable, easier to use. You understand? But the white man, he don't want to invest money in upgrading his arsenal. You know why? Because he will sit in an office and press a button and drop hellfire on people, man. If you don't believe me, ask China, man, or ask Japan, Slovakia. What happened in Nagasaki and Hiroshima? He dropped hellfire on them, man. That's why he says that he's the dragon. That's why he's the dragon. Because just like a dragon in the sky, flying, dropping fire on people, that's what the white man do, man. He goes in his planes, flies his planes over your country, and he drops bombs on you. That's a dragon. Instead, this dragon is talking about the white man. Keep going from the dragon. Oh, Salaki, Salaki, never mind. I'll go. It says having 7 heads and 10 horns. Now these 7 heads is a whole. This is a whole breakdown in itself. But the 7 heads will be the nations or the countries that came from Rome, which is I think it's Italy, Spain, Europe, Russia, France, Portugal, and Germany. The European countries. Those are 7 heads that it's talking about. Because those 7 heads derived from Rome when Rome fell. You understand? That's what it's talking about with those 7 heads. Showing you that it is the white man. And then the 10 horns is like the sub branches from them, which will be like USA, Netherlands, Switzerland, Australia, Luxembourg, Belgium. You know what I mean? Pretty much like the European countries with the exclusion of like USA being in there and Australia being in there. Meaning all white countries. That's what it's talking about when it talks about the 7 heads and the 10 horns. You understand? It's talking about the white man. It's not talking about no beast that's big as hell, Slovakia, and got 7 heads and 10 horns on him. Like, that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about these countries. It's talking about the white man government, the white man power. Read verse 4. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, man, that Christianity, man, that's something like, yeah, you think of the real fantasy land evidence. Because I mean, like, I was like, that's what I was believing. If I try to ask questions in the church, you can't ask questions here, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta roll with that fantasy, man. They force you to just believe that fantasy shit. That's crazy, man.
Right. Right, exactly. Because that's the Christian church for you. You understand? You got a question. Like, if you in the Christian church and you read this verse, you going to be like, well, what is this? What is that? You really going to have questions because it's like, well, what am I supposed to be picturing? But the Christian pastor, he say, you know what? Don't ask questions. Just listen to me. You understand? Because he don't know himself what the hell he's talking about. So he want to paint his own picture. In order to paint your own picture, you can't have people thinking anything against it. That's why we ask you if you have questions, say Slovakia, so we can answer the questions. Because we don't want you to try to paint our picture that we have in our head. No, you need to get an understanding for yourself. And the Christian church, they don't do that. They don't care to do that. They don't give a damn. As long as you believe what they believe, you pay your tithes. You understand? But that's exactly correct what you said right there. Read verse 4 for me. Yeah, no sweat.
Verse 4. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven.
Stop right there.
And did.
A while. Anybody know what it means by when it says his tail drew the third? Now, if you've been paying attention to today's class, this one should be a little easy. But anybody knows what it means by the dragon, it's talking about the dragon, and it said his tail drew the third part of the stars. What is that talking about? Now, like I said, if you've been paying attention, I'm gonna be impressed still, but you should know what this means. So now we know the dragon is the white man, and it said his tail drew the third part of the stars. Go ahead.
Is that talking about the Israelites?
That's talking about the Israelites. You understand? Just like how we went through in the stars of God with the Israelites, this is the stars, those are the same stars. Meaning his tail, his doctrines, drew the third part of the Israelites. You understand? The third part of us believes in the white man, loves the white man, cares for the white man, celebrate his holidays instead of the holy days. You understand? Trying to make sure they get to their family to celebrate Thanksgiving and celebrate Christmas. And then they'll use the excuse of, oh, I just want to be with my family. Oh, this is the only time I could get together with my family. I don't really care about the celebration, but I'm just here because this is with my family. That's what it's talking about, man. To hell with that. If that's the only day that you can get together with your family, then that's, you know what I mean? I don't want to say it, but it's not really your family, man. Like, it is, but we are your family more than them. You understand? We in Christ, who believe in Christ, then I.S.U.P.K, we're more your family, man. You understand? Though that's not, like, We can't get together any other day because every other day that it's like, say if I try to hang out with you, I'm busy, I can't. But on this day, you're not busy. You can make sure you get together. Like, come on, man. You understand? That's what it means by the tail drawing the third part of the stars. Because them stars is Israelites. You understand? Those believing in the white man and loving the white man. His doctrines, his Christianity, Catholicism, Islam, all that other nonsense, that's drawing the stars of Israel. That's drawing the Israelites. You understand? Love everybody, but hate your brother. You understand? Go ahead.
Like I said, if I could, years ago as a Christian, my former pastor tried to explain a little bit on this chapter, and he called as the dragon was Satan, and he actually used this verse to to say that this was the 1/3 of heaven. This was the 1/3 the angels
Right.
that were cast out of heaven.
Right. Right. That's why I wanted to break this verse down, and that's exactly correct. You understand? Because that's what they'll use this as. They'll let you think that the dragon was Satan, which is really the white man. But they'll think that's why I brought this out, for the white man being the devil. You understand? But they'll have you thinking that the dragon was Satan and that he had used the 1/3, meaning that 1/3 of the angels that he got to follow him to go against God. You understand? It shows you that your Christian pastors don't know shit. Salakia. You understand? It shows your Christian pastors are goddamn liars. Salakia. You understand? But it's showing you that those 1/3 is the Israelites that the white man done got lured into his doctrine, serving him. You understand? The water for bringing that out, because that's exactly what I wanted to say. That's exactly what was going into the topic of why I even said that and why I'm breaking down this verse. You understand? The Bible is not no mythological book. It ain't Harry Potter, man. We're not reading Harry Potter, man. You understand? We reading you gotta understand, revelations means to reveal. Meaning it's visions that John had, it's dreams that John had. So when you go to sleep and you have a dream, your dream will be all over, first and foremost, right? You're going to one setting, to the next setting, to the next setting, and your dream is all over. And second of all, when you're dreaming something crazy. But what you're dreaming is not what you think of when you wake up. You try to relate it to what's going on in your real life. You don't be like, you know, say you might dream of, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really know what people dream of nowadays, but you might dream of something crazy. You understand what I'm saying? You try to dream of something crazy, and it's not to be literal. You understand? But it's a translation of something that you actually was thinking about before you went to sleep, or a problem that you having before you went to sleep, and you was thinking about it, and your mind dreamed, and that's what Revelations is. You understand? So when he's dreaming this, it's not talking about no literal dream where he's, you know, having some mythological thought. You understand? But keep going.
And his tail used the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and they cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Right, that's the white man standing before the woman, meaning standing for the child, which is Christ. Meaning the white man didn't want Christ to be born, man. That's why you have the story with Herod, where he tried to kill Christ. He didn't want Christ to be born, because when Christ be born, what he was going to do is he was going to teach us the truth, to save his nation, to give his nation repentance, so we could come back to Christ, so we can now believe in the truth and understand the truth again. You understand? That's what that's talking about. But the white man, that's why the white man uses his tail to draw you, because he don't want you to know the truth. Because he knows once you wake up, once you know the truth, his kingdom is over. It's a wrap for him. You understand? If you newsflash, if you haven't, I brought this out maybe in earlier classes, but the white man is, I would hate to be white. Like, I would hate to be white. Like, I think the Most High, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh that I wasn't born white, ever. You understand? Because you might be in power now, but it says in the Bible, according to the Bible, you're going to be wiped out. You're going to serve your time, meaning you're going to be in captivity just as long as you had us in captivity, even longer. You're going to serve your time for what you did. And then after that, you're going to be wiped out. Like all the other nations, they're going to be able to live and be under subjection to us. But the white man will be wiped out, like wiped out. Like I'm being literal as I can be. And don't think in your mind, oh, a couple of them. No, they're going to be completely wiped out after they serve their time. You understand? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for that. You understand? That's how we know the white man is the devil, because only a punishment that be wiped out can rule for someone who just is a devil. You understand? Read verse 6.
Verse 5, sir?
Oh, verse 5. Yeah, we have verse 5. We have verse 5 to show you what we was talking about.
Come on, kind. And she brought forth a man child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto God and to his throne.
Right, and that's how you know that child that the dragon, the white man stood before to try to kill before he was born, is Christ. Because Christ will be the king that will be ruling with a rod of iron. Yes, and he will be the one. And anybody know what it means to rule with a rod of iron?
Slave, sir.
Go ahead.
Rule with the sword.
Yeah, yeah, but really, yeah, that's right. But to be really ruled with a rod of iron means total authority. You understand? Straight order. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. There ain't no, you know what I mean? There ain't no legal. Like, you go to court and you in a justice system. You could be guilty, but you could find a way around it. You can be guilty, but you have a good enough lawyer, he can manipulate the system to get you off scotch free, even though you guilty. Even though you did do what you was accused of. But to rule with a rod of iron is nah, man. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You understand? It's ruling with straight authority, with straight order, strength, power. You understand? That's what it's talking about. And you know it says it's talking about Christ because it say, and her child was caught up into God and to his throne. To be caught up into God means he was doing the work of God, man. He was doing the work that he was required to do so he can get his throne. That's what that's talking about. Just like how we in I.S.U.P.K, when we come into school, we try to move up to do as much work as we can to solidify our election, man. To solidify us being chosen, to be chosen in the kingdom. That's what Christ did. You understand? The work of God so he can be raised up to his throne. That's what that's talking about. And that's how you know that that dragon stood in front of Christ. You understand? Read verse 6.
And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared for God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days.
Right, in that place in the wilderness, and the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had prepared a place for God. Meaning that was when we was getting persecuted by the Romans. We went into West Africa. That's why we ended up getting the slave trade of sold to the West Africans, to America, to all over. You understand? Because that was a place in the wilderness that we went to for a time period. You understand? That's what that's talking about. That wilderness was the place that we fled to run away from Roman, to run away from this white devil. You understand? To run away from Herod that will try to stand against Christ to get him killed. You understand? Read verse 7. Well, this is where it get interesting.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right, and so that's where they'll start to get the whole story of this was, you understand, Satan going against God and had the 3/4 or the 1/3. That's where they start to get it. But really, this is talking about that white man fighting against Michael and us. We are the angels that this verse is talking about. And Salaki, I don't have the precept right now to show that when it says angels, sometimes it is talking about Israel. I could get it later if you want it. If you want it, just text me. I'll get it to you later. But the angels is us, man. The angels is Israel. You understand? And that's who the dragon, the white man, is fighting against. He's fighting against us. You understand? We're his number one enemy. Not Russia, not China, not Iran. His number one enemy is the people that's in his home soil that he oppressed. That's why He go over in the military armor and he do everything he do, but he have the cops shooting us dead in the streets. You understand? Like you have your own cops terrorizing your own country, but you do it for a reason because you know your main enemy, your real enemy, is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why Donald Trump is in office trying to make sure Hispanics don't get over here because he knows that those are his main enemies. Try to limit them as much as I can limit them. Keep going.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right. The white man fought against us and he prevailed not. He did not win this war. You understand? Because we in I.S.U.P.K. we raising up this truth so we can win the war. That's how important it is that you come into the I.S.U.P.K., you stay in the I.S.U.P.K. and you teach this truth. Because no other group will be doing what we do. You understand? That's why we say we're not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group. Because only in the I.S.U.P.K. will we raise up this nation. You be in other groups and you will have our sisters getting murdered by Hamites, man. You be in other groups and you'll have the white man infiltrating your group and loving and just being wicked. You got white people in your group, man. Or you will believe in rape. You understand? You'll believe that it's okay for you to rape women. That's what happens when you be in these other groups. But in I.S.U.P.K., we the ones that know the truth, man. If you're not in I.S.U.P.K., you are not in the truth. I don't care what group you in. You understand? That's why we do what we do. You understand? Because they prevail not, and they will prevail not because of you in this class, because of us, because of men above me, because of Commander General Yahanna. You understand? That's why they won't prevail. You understand? They will be no, and it says neither was their place found any more in heaven, meaning the white man, once again reiterating what I said, will be wiped out. There will be no error, no area, no place found of the white man. You will never find another white city that's owned and just great. No, it don't exist because they will be wiped out. You understand? Read this last verse, verse 9 for me.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil,
What?
and Satan, which deceiveth.
Oh, read that last part. Deceiveth what? Go ahead.
Like it said, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
And there you go again. That great dragon, which is the white man, we established, was cast out. Meaning he's not in rulership no more, man. He's brought down to hell, like we read in the previous verses. That old serpent. You understand? Anybody know? I know we getting close to 9. We started a little late, so we might go. Man, we ain't gonna go too late. Probably like around 9, 10. But you know what I mean. This is my topic. I like this topic, so we just gonna bring it down. Who's that old serpent that is talking about right here?
So like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Snake in the garden.
The snake in the garden, man. That is correct. It's to give that brother a hand. That's what it's talking about. You understand? That's what it's talking about. That old snake, that snake in the garden. I mean, that spirit that was that snake in the garden that tricked Eve, that's the white man, man. That the white, and that's his spirit. That's the white man's spirit. That spirit that was back then is the same spirit that's in white people. You understand? And if you notice the simile, it says back in the garden he was a snake, meaning he was a snake. Like, think about if you have a friend and he do you wrong, he snitch on you, or you know what I mean, whatever the world, what he just do you wrong. What you gonna call him? A snake, right? You're not saying that he literally a snake sliding on the ground, but it's a metaphor to show that he ain't got your back. He looking to plot on you. He looking to kill you. He looking to bite you with that venom and come up on you. You understand? I know you've been in the world. You call somebody a snake, man. That dude's a snake, man. That's what it's talking about, the white man. That's the spirit of the white man. You understand? That snake from the garden. Even if you look at, you can do this on your own time, or if you want to do right now, you got a computer next to you. Look up the Gadsden flag. The Gadsden flag. If anybody know what the Gadsden flag is, I might be pronouncing it wrong. Anybody know what the Gadsden flag is? It was the flag of America before it became an eagle. Before it became those stars, they had a Gadsden flag. Their symbol was a snake. In other words, the America's symbol was a snake, and it said, "Don't tread upon us." When they fought for their freedom, it said, "Don't tread upon us," because they was a snake. Because America knew, but then they changed it to an eagle. Yes, then they changed their flag to an eagle. But this snake that it's talking about is the white man. And he was the old snake from the garden. That's his spirit. And he was a snake before because he didn't have power, but now he became a dragon. Because now he has power. And he can drop bombs on whoever he wants. It was a snake that just graduated into a dragon. That's why I say this dragon that it's talking about was the same old serpent. You understand? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, if you didn't know. Keep going.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Right. And his angels, meaning all those nations that followed him, all those nations that joined up against him. You can read Psalms 83 for this. All those nations that said, you know what? We're going to join the white man. We're going to make the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. They were cast out into the earth, meaning they was cast into hell, man. They was cast to be below us, to not be over us anymore. You understand? That's what it's talking about. You understand? I know we're getting close to the time. I wanted to get into Revelation, the 13th chapter, but I'm not. I'll probably have to save that, try to put that in another class. But I did want to bring out one last verse, and then we're gonna go ahead and close the class out. Just bring in one last verse. Give me Revelations chapter 4, verse 18, because I just want to get out the 666. You understand? Like when you think of the word 666, you know it's the beast, but it's just to show you even more that it's the white man. Like that's who 666. The beast is the white man. You understand? It's not talking about no actual devil. It's not the devil's number. No, that's the white man's number. So I just wanted to bring out, like I wanted to get into the whole 13th chapter, but I'm gonna just hurry up and jump down to 13, verse 4 and the 18, and then we're gonna go ahead and close the class out.
I'm sorry, so what was that again? Chapter what?
13 verse 8. 13 verse 18, Salakia. Oh, wait. Yeah, chapter 13 verse 18. Yep.
Now one time. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast.
Right, here is wisdom.
For it is the number.
Oh, Salakia, stop right there. Here is wisdom. You understand? This is wisdom. This is wise to know. And 666 is not talking about the devil. I mean, well, it is talking about the devil, but it's not talking about Satan, the angel. You understand? It's talking about the white man. You understand? But it says, here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding, if you can understand, have this understanding. Count the number of the beast, meaning count the number of the beast. Who's the beast? The white man, but we got to get into it. Keep going.
For it is the number of a man.
Stop. Stop right there. It is the number of a man. It's not the number of an angel. It's not the number of a spirit. This is not the number of a deity, a power, or whatever you want to think of it as. This is the number of a man, man. This is the white man, and this is his number. You understand? Keep going.
And his number is 600, 6 and 6.
Right. His number is 603 score and 6, meaning 666. That's the number of how many white people are in the power of this whole earth. 666 white men are in power of this whole earth. That's his number. It's not talking about Satan. This is talking about the devil, which is the white man, because it just said this is the number of man. And this is where you get the 666 from. Because that's how many white men are in rulership over this earth right now. 666, and that's why they're the beast. The white man is the beast. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. With that, I'm going to close the video out. Salam, Yahbashim, Al-Shabbat, to all the brothers. Salam, Shamar, Al-Dabashim, Al-Shabbat, to all the sisters. Close out.